Dream to be an IITN. Learn from IITNs. To be in AIMS, make it your aim. ICRA. Excel through education.
So we will do today graphic or number line representation of okay. So for this purpose, we have to make a straight line. Okay, we have to make a straight line. Straight line of 9.3 centimeter. With your ruler and your pencil, you can make a straight line of 9.3 centimeter. And as we know how to perpendicular bisect this line, you can easily do that. Okay. So with the help of your compass and your pencil, you can make two arcs with more than half of this radius. You can take more than half radius and you can make two arcs. Okay. And then you can join this line. Okay. So when you join this line, you get one straight line which is CD. Okay, you will get a straight line CD, and with this radius, this point O and A as radius, you can make a curve. So this curve will fall beyond B. Okay, so if we, because it is half, so we are making it like B here. Okay, B here. So we will have a graph with OA radius we will have a graph which is moved beyond B. Okay, we will have a half circle which will go beyond B. Okay, so with this radius here at the point E. Okay, this is the point E now. You can mark it as E. Okay, we will make a straight perpendicular line here. We will make a straight perpendicular line here. We will try to make a straight perpendicular line here. And with this radius, BF, okay, with this radius BF, we will make another, and with this radius BF, we will make a curve cutting here. So this will be the root 9.3. This will be the root 9.3. Okay. So this you can make in your notebook and understand. Okay. Similarly, we can make for the other roots. So this was the graphic representation of root. Now we will do some more questions relating to the determination of rational and irrational numbers. So how can we determine that whether a number is a rational number or a rational number? Okay, on the basis of their transformation to the decimal. Okay, so if, for example, if you have a number, say 1/2, you can say that you can express it in the form 0.5 if you divide it. So this means what? This means that the number is a terminating decimal. Okay, this is having a result with a terminating decimal. Terminating decimal. Okay, now if we take a number, for example, 1/3. So you are having a result 0.333 and goes on the same pattern. So this means 0.3 bar. This is having 0.3 bar. So this is the concept of terminating and or non-terminating repeating decimals. So this is also a terminating. This is non-terminating, but repeating decimal. This is non-terminating but a repeating decimal. So in this manner, we can do many questions so that we can determine whether the rational number given is a terminating decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal. If it is a terminating decimal, this means it is a rational number. If it is also a non-terminating but repeating decimal, then also it is a rational number. But in case if a number is given like, if it's continuing like this, where there is no pattern of repetition and also it is non-terminating, this means that this is non-terminating and non-repeating. This is non-terminating and non-repeating decimal. So we can say that this is not a rational number. Okay. So for this we have the note. What we can say is that the decimal expansion of a rational number is always either terminating or non-terminating but repeating. Okay, non-terminating but repeating. So this is a property of a rational number. And you have similarly a property for irrational number, which is the decimal expansion of an irrational number is always non-terminating and non-repeating. Okay, non-terminating and non-repeating. And one thing more can be noted here, one note can be made here, that the number of digits in the repeating block, okay, the number of digits in the repeating block is always less than the divisor. Okay, is always less than the number of digits in the repeating block is of digits of a non-terminating repeating decimal is always less than the divisor. Okay, so this repeating block is always the number of digits in the repeating block of a non-terminating repeating decimal is always less than the divisor. For example, we have the number okay, and we can see that the repeating decimal here is 142857 and we have the number 7 here. Okay, that means the digits here which are repeating are number of digits is 6, which is less than 7. Okay, which is less than 7. So we can say that this is a rational number and the number of digits in the repeating block of the non-terminating repeating decimal is less than the number in the divisor. Less than the divisor. Okay. So we can have more examples of this. So based on this, we will have a recap of this. Based on these questions, we will have a recap. Okay. So you have to write these in decimal form. You have to write these in decimal form and mention the kind of expansion each has. Okay. So the question number 1 here is 1 by 11. Okay. So if you have 1 by 11 and if you divide it, you will get the answer as 0.0909 like this. The pattern is going on. This means your pattern is you have a number this. Okay. So what you can say that it is a non-terminating. Whenever you are writing bar, you need not write the dots. So this is non-terminating repeating decimal. Okay. So in this way, we can represent more. We can take more numbers. For example, our second question, 4 upon 1 upon 8. So we solve it, then we will get it as 33 upon 8 and it is coming as 4.125. So this is exactly coming the answer. So this is a terminating decimal. Okay, this is a terminating decimal. So in this way we can do many. We can have many numbers. And if any number particularly is given to you, you can very easily write that whether what is the number coming with. Okay, for example, if you are doing the multiplication division of this number, okay, so it is 329 upon 4 into 100. So you can do 329 upon 4 and then you can divide it by 100. You can make the points accordingly. So when you are doing 329 upon 4, you will get the answer as 82.25. Okay, 82.25. And when you divide this, you will get the answer 82.25. Then again you have to divide it by 100. Okay, so you will get the expansion as 0.8225. These two, this will shift to here. Okay, so this is our answer. Okay, this is our answer. So we can say that this is a terminating decimal. This is a terminating decimal. Likewise, we can do many. Okay, and we can also determine that the numbers are non-terminating or non-recurring. The examples of non-terminating and non-recurring decimals. Okay, so if you want to write any 3 examples, suppose you are asked to write 3 examples of non-terminating, non-repeating decimals, what you are going to do? You have the value of pi here. Okay, The value of pi, if you get to know, it is the value of pi is always 3.14592.6. It is going like this. So it is a non-terminating, non-recurring decimal. So whenever you are asked to write whether pi is a rational number or an irrational number, so you can say that definitely while using the value of pi as 3.14, we are using like this. Okay. So we are mostly using the value of pi as 3.14 or 22/7. Sometimes as 3.14 and sometimes as 22/7. So when you are using it as 22/7, so it is called irrational. It appears to be a rational number. But actually the value of pi, that is 22/7, is what? It is going like this. So for making the calculations easier, we are using it as 22/7. Otherwise, it is a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal and it is an irrational number. Okay. Similarly, you have √2, which you can expand as 1.4141 like that. Okay. Like that, you can have many numbers. So you can just write numbers like 8.0832 like that. Okay, so you have these three examples as the examples of non-terminating, non-repeating or non-recurring decimal, non-repeating or non-recurring decimals. Okay. So this was all about non-recurring and non-repeating and non-terminating decimals. Now we will also do the expansions. Okay, we will do a question of expanding these decimals without actually multiplying, without actually doing the long division. Okay, so how will you predict the decimal expansion of 2/7, 4/7, 5/7 and 6/7 without actual division? Without actual division. Okay, if you are asked such question, then what you are going to do? So it is very easy actually. See, you know that number 1/7. Similarly, you can do it with other numbers also having the same denominators. Okay, so 1/7 is your number, and 1/7, if you solve it, you get the answer as 0.42857. Okay, 0.142857, and this will get repeated again. Okay, so this is the bar 0.142857. So if this is the number, then how can we find out 2/7 for this? The first question, that is 2/7. So for 2/7, you have to multiply this with 2. Okay, for 2/7, you can multiply it with 2. And you got it as 0.2. If you multiply it with 2, what you get? You can see. You will get 0.28574. Okay, so this is your answer. Similarly, if you have 3/7, you will have 0.428571. So in this manner, you can do for 5 by 7 also. We have next 5 by 7 and 6 by 7. So we can do we have done for 2 by 7 and 3 by 7 also, and we can do for 4 by 7 now. Okay, in the similar manner. So the bar will be on this number only. Okay, the bar will be on this number only. And here also the answer is okay. So this is our answer. Now comes the fifth question. That is 5 by 7. So our answer here is 0.714285 bar. Okay, this is our answer. So this manner we can do the last one, that is the sixth one. Okay. Okay. So these are our decimal representations of these numbers. Okay. And I have to tell you one thing here is that whenever you make such decimals, whenever you have these numbers, you can just use this easy method so that you can do your calculations. Okay. Yes. So in the next class, we will be doing some more practice on these other topics of rational numbers. Like we will try to complete the expression of rational numbers in the form of fractions, and where p and q are the integers and q is not equal to 0. All this will be taken in the next class. So this much for this class. Thank you. Have a nice day.